like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. On first down, Ryan. And his first pass is incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the spin. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Ryan able to find Harris, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Flushed out right. Going deep now for Herndon. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now let's go!
Darnold from the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts know
what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, Ryan. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Ryan on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Get up!
They run with Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to him on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
to throw on second down. Ryan, he's going to look deep now for Landry. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. They go play action now. Ryan trying to lay one up deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out. Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
This is Harris. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Crowell. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Darnold flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action with Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. first and 10, it's Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
A first down throw, Darnold. A little dump off for Corral. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold to throw again. Steps away to his left. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Sam Darnold, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ryan now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Going deep here for Landry. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Another spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Darnold. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 75 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Second and goal, one man in the backfield, that's Crowell. They'll come out in the pistol. They get it to him running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Get up!
Ryan now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And the catch made by Hilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. He's going to look, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Harris. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold keeps himself upright. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, Darnold Got an open man. It's Enunwa. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, it's Crowell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the Colts coming out now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, ready? That's 25. Let's go.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to look deep now for Lamb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. Landry the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it again with Crowell. Fighting ahead at the 15. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. To throw is Darnold. Flush to his right. Found his target. It's Anderson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. Ryan. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. One last shot for Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that, but flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Jets, it took a few weeks, but they're into the win column now at 1-3. And they'll have another home date next week and come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for